Hi everyone, welcome to this session on service level objectives for Network Edge Fabric. As businesses become more reliant on network edge services, ensuring optimal network performance has become critical for the success of the business. That's why SLOs are crucial for businesses to maintain their network performance. My name is Pagaduan, and I'm the manager of technology and engineering at Cox Edge. In today's session, we will be discussing what SLOs are, why they are important, what are the steps to achieve them, and how do they apply to Network Edge Fabric. But before I talk about service level objectives, I'm going to give you a quick overview on what Network Edge Fabric is. Network Edge Fabric involves placing the networks, computers, and storage as close as possible to where data is created, typically at the edge of the network where end devices access it. This enables faster processing and reduced latency, making it an ideal solution for applications that require real-time processing or generate large amount of data. While we often associate data with cloud and use it for AI functions and analytics, it actually comes from various sources, but mainly from individuals like us, using devices in different environments as a result of their interactions with the equipment. This includes data generated from user inputs on computers or laptops, as well as sensors, IoT devices, or even images or audios captured by smartphones or cameras. Placing the network edge fabric closer to the data source makes perfect sense for these reasons. Now, let's discuss how network edge fabrics ties into service level objectives. Let's start with what SLOs are. Service level objectives are a set of measurable objectives that define the expected performance of a service. In other words, they are the goals that service providers aim to meet or exceed. These goals are usually defined in terms of availability, response time, and error rates. SLOs can be used to measure the performance of any service, including Network Edge Fabric. Now let's talk about why service level objectives are important. First, they help service providers to set clear expectations for their customers. Customers want to know what level of service they can expect, and SLOs provides that information. Second, SLOs help service providers prioritize their work. If a service is not meeting its SLOs, the provider knows that they need to focus in improving that service. Finally, SLOs help service providers to measure their own performance. By tracking their progress towards meeting their SLOs, providers can identify areas where they need to improve. Now let's discuss the steps to achieve service level objectives. The first step is to understand the business needs. This involves identifying critical network edge fabric services that are essential for business operations, as well as the performance metrics that are most important to the business. To define the SLOs for your network edge fabric, you need to have clear understanding of your business needs and the performance requirements that will enable your business to meet its goals. The second step is to define the performance metrics. These metrics are used to measure the performance of the network services and determine whether it meets the service level objectives. The performance metrics you define should be specific, measurable, and relevant to your business needs. These metrics can include availability, latency, throughput, and error rates. The third step is to establish the performance goals. These goals define the acceptable level of performance for each of the performance metrics. When establishing performance goals, you need to consider several factors, such as the impact of the network performance on your business operations and customer experience, the costs associated with achieving the targets, and the availability of resources. The final step is to monitor and report on network performance regularly, and this needs to be done on a consistent basis. This involves tracking the performance metrics and comparing them to the established performance goals. By monitoring and reporting on performance, you can identify potential issues or risks and take corrective actions to ensure that the network meets the SLO. This will help you ensure that the network is performing optimally and meeting the needs of your business and customers. As a final point, service level objectives are critical for ensuring optimal network performance and meeting the needs of your business and customers. By understanding your business needs, defining the performance metrics, establishing performance targets, monitoring, and reporting on performance, you can ensure that your network services is performing optimally and meeting the requirements of your business. So make sure you have SLOs in place for your network edge fabric today. This wraps up my session. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to visit our product offering, which can be found at coxedge.com. Once again, thank you for your time and have a great day.